Third. All right, brother. We added the fourth string. Say hi to E2 and E14, the culminating point. E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D sharp, E. As you know, but the trick here is to make parallel thirds. Major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, minor. And then the final trick is to use this as an opportunity to practice your alternate picking. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 2 and 4. As you're doing it, just call the notes out, focusing on that fourth string. The other thing we talked about is how the 3-string pattern is good for hybrid picking. Because it just follows a perfect, you have 3 fingers when you're hybrid picking, essentially. So, and then eventually you can kind of get that banjo roll thing going. Okay, now we talked about adding, let's see, let me look at my notes. Okay. We talked about adding C and G. So E, A, and D form a perfect group because the middle note is always sharp when it's major. So E is spelled E, G sharp, B. A is spelled A, C sharp, E. And D is spelled D, F sharp, A. All 3, when switched to minor, go full natural. So E, G, B, A, C, E, D, F, A. Now the next 2 chords in our sequence follow a different logic. We're going to introduce G and C. And all of this is moving in fourths. E, up a fourth gives you A, up a fourth gives you D, up a fourth gives you G, and up a fourth gives you C. G and C, when they're major, are all natural notes. G, B, D. C, E, G. Whoops. And when they go minor, they introduce the odd note in the middle voice, just like the first group did, but now it's a flat, and that makes it minor. G, B flat, D, C, E flat, G. So you want to introduce those triads into your playing and naming the notes. So B, D, G, B. D, G, B, D. G, B, D, G. And repeat that for C chords. And name the notes C major and C minor. And then I gave you this very nerdy exercise. So the first thing you want to do is just play a cycle of the big 5 keys. So E, A, D, G, C. When you get to C, you flatten it to B, because then you can start the cycle over. E, A, D, G, C, B. E, A, D, G, C, B. So what's more interesting to do is escape the 5th. Once you've mastered that, escape the 5th on each one. When it gets to the 7th, it wants to resolve up a 4th to the next chord. A7 goes to D. D7 goes to G. G7 goes to C. Flatten that, which takes you to E. You get where I'm going with this? Whoops, G goes to C. B7, E. Okay, very nerdy but fun in its weird way. It's also nice with hybrid picking. Because you can really hear that voice moving. etc. And then we talked a little bit about chromatic passing tones. So this is just the idea that if you take an E minor arpeggio, okay, now you have this big wide gap here. I suck at chromatic runs, but you're better at them. So you can, that was better. You do it in reverse. I'll take this one to that minor seventh. Then down to this one, we can fill in the 4 to 5. Fuck you. How would I do that? Maybe like that. And then you're back to... That's it, brother. Have fun.